Hello, and welcome to the first episode of The Rundown, where we give you the news you need to know in 5 minutes. I'm Julia Harding. We begin with developing news out of Arlington, where the Board of Aldermen recently held a town hall meeting to discuss new businesses. As our No Assertion reports, some members of the community do not support some of these new plans.
It wasn't a packed room inside of Arlington's Town Hall Tuesday, but it certainly was a good turnout. Concerned residents there to hear about some of the new businesses coming to Arlington. One of them, a Chipotle restaurant. The location for this Mexican restaurant will be to the east of the Milton, Wilson, and Airline intersection over by the Hall Creek apartment complex. Some perks to this restaurant, a drive-through similar to the location in South Haven. The Board of Aldermen approved the site plan unanimously. Also covered in the meeting, more housing in Arlington. A proposed plan seeks to add luxury townhomes, flats, and lofts to a bustling town. Over 600 units will be built on more than 60 acres of land south of Summers Road of I-40 between Highway 385 and Airline Road. And with crime rising in the Mid-South area, shoppers may not have to go into the city. A shopping center in the same area as the new housing will hold 4 commercial and retail buildings, 3 office buildings, and 2 hotels. One alderman excited about the new developments in the town of Arlington.
When we started dreaming of this stuff like 20 years ago, that when we said we want mixed use, and it's taken us this long.
While the Board of Aldermen was excited with most of the developments, one resident says the town of Arlington is growing too fast.
I was under the impression for 23 years that Arlington was going to remain a small town. This is growing at such a rapid pace that it is losing the sense of that close community. But we're all concerned about residential being like apartment complex, rental, people moving from Memphis into this area and becoming a ghetto town. Is that what we want for this town?
And Alderman Jerry Biggs shares similar concerns.
7 basically apartment buildings, 600 apartment units. That is dwarfs anything that we have now. It's more apartments than we have total in Arlington right now. Would be all right there. That is just 600 rental apartment units. I personally can't get past that.
While this proposed site passed the Board of Aldermen, the contractors responsible for the construction say that they will make adjustments to the site plans. In Arlington, No Assertion, AHS TigerLife News.
We turn to some tragic news out of Nashville, where 6 people were killed after a school shooting at an elementary school. It happened Monday at Covenant School, a private Christian elementary school. Police say 3 students and 3 adults were killed, including the gunman. She has been identified as a 28-year-old who was once a student at the school. She was armed with 2 assault weapons. The police chief says all the entry doors to the school were locked at the time of the incident. At least 21 people are dead in the Mississippi Delta after a severe tornado, and communities are continuing to clean up after total devastation. At least 1 large tornado struck Rolling Fork in Silver City at about 8 p.m. last Friday night. Multiple homes in the area were damaged. The mayor of Rolling Fork describes the moments that tornado moved over his home.
It sounded like a freight train driving over my home, and it happened so quickly.
And take a look at this video here. This surveillance video shows the tornado winds blowing debris through the halls of Amory High School in Mississippi Friday night. The school district has shared a photo of the school, mostly structurally sound, after the storm. Back here at home now, Shelby County's district attorney, who has been outspoken against the death penalty, says that many factors made him come to the decision to seek the death penalty for the man accused of going on a deadly shooting rampage across the Memphis metropolitan area last September. Ezekiel Kelly is currently at 201 Poplar, facing 28 charges for allegedly killing 3 people and injuring several others during a shooting that left the city of Memphis on lockdown in early September. The DA noted several factors, including Kelly having a previous conviction for a prior crime. The murders were committed in the course of an act of terrorism, and that the murders were committed at random and for reasons not obvious or easily understood. The DA's office has been in contact with the families of the victims, and that they are all aware of the death penalty pursuance. Mulroy said it could very well be 6 months, if not longer, before Kelly's case goes to trial. Well, that does it for our first episode of The Rundown. Be sure to check out AHS TigerLife's YouTube channel every Friday for your rundown on the week's latest news. For all of us here on The Rundown and AHS TigerLife, I'm Julia Hardy. Take care.